In this video, I'm going to be talking about the importance of setting good habits and why they'll not only benefit you today, instantly, but also help you further along in the future. Now, throughout the entire self-improvement space, the books, the TED Talks, the podcasts, the YouTube videos, they all talk about the same habits, and that's for a reason. All of them work. They've all been battle tested. So many people swear by them, and even I have implemented a lot of these I'm going to be talking about today, and I can swear by them that they've made an instant difference. But the one concept that most people don't really understand is the fact that you're setting these good habits not only to live a better today, but so that you can set yourself up for the future when you are more successful. Now, you set these habits now so that when you are more successful, you're more responsible with everything. You already have these good habits in place. You're more responsible, you're more mature, you work harder, you're more focused, you're more disciplined. And all of these things I'm going to talk about later will get you there. Now, the first thing, and people talk about this all the time, and it sounds a little bit cliche because so many people talk about it, but the fact that so many people talk about it, I'm surprised that enough people don't do this, and that's meditation. You know, meditation comes in all shapes and sizes. You can do the guided YouTube videos where you just put your headphones in, you listen for a few minutes, you follow the instructions, and you do that. Some people prefer breathing exercises where you just focus on your breath in and out for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. And meditation, the importance of it, it's really just calms you down. It sets your base levels. It brings you back down to normal. It makes you focused. It makes you more disciplined. And the fact that you can hold yourself there and not do anything and only focus on your meditation for 5 minutes, even if you can't do 5 minutes, if you do it just for 1 minute, 2 minutes, that is amazing. Because you're working on your discipline, you're working on your self-control, you're working on your attention span. And most people in this generation don't have a great attention span, which is why meditation isn't as popular as it should be. Meditation also comes in the form of prayer. That can make a big difference in your life if you just sit down for a few minutes and you focus on that. And the whole point of meditation isn't just so that you can sit with your legs crossed and just hum, but the whole point of it is to ground you, to focus yourself, to improve your discipline, to improve your attention span, so that you can be more focused throughout the day and achieve your goals that you're trying to achieve that day. Now, another thing that I really enjoy, not only for the fact that you can learn so much from them, but also the fact that they also improve your attention span, and that's reading books. In 2022, that was the first year where I really started enjoying reading and doing it for a purpose, and I read over 40 books that 1 year. And yes, it was amazing. I took in so much content, I took so much information, I learned so much from those books. But at the same time, I noticed such a difference between my attention span, where at the start I could only read 3 or 4 pages and then I would start to trail off a little bit. But now you can sit down, read 20, 25, 30 pages, even 50 pages, and your attention span will still be relatively fresh. So I not only recommend nonfiction books for self-improvement, but also fiction books, because either way, you're training your attention span. And yes, the nonfiction books are better if you want to take in the content, absorb more content. And I'm sure if you're watching videos like this, that's what you want to do. But either way, you're training yourself to be more focused, and that's going to help you later on when you need that discipline, when you need to work hard, when you need to really settle down and work towards your goals that you have to achieve. Now, there's a book that I read by, I forgot his name. He was a retired veteran, Admiral William McRaven, I believe. And he has a book called Make Your Bed. And that was one of the most amazing books I've ever read. And the whole point of it is that small habits that you instill in yourself will make a big difference. Like the title says, make your bed. It's something so small that most people don't think about in the morning. But when you make your bed, it instantly tidies your room. Even if your room isn't fully tidy, the fact that your bed is made makes the whole thing look better. And it's such a small win that you can do the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning. It's such a small win, and that instantly makes you feel a little bit better about yourself. Your room feels cleaner. You feel better about yourself, the fact that things look better around you. Because I've always thought, and Jordan Peterson also said this, that your room is like, the way your room looks is a look into the way your brain looks, pretty much, the way your mind looks. So if your room is messy, your brain is going to be messy. You're going to have thoughts all over the place. If your room is clean, then You're probably going to be a little bit tidier with your thoughts. You're not going to be overthinking as much. You're going to be able to control yourself. And that's part of what the meditation offers too, where you control your brain, you bring everything back down. I feel like I'm a little bit all over the place right now with this video, so my room must not be too tidy right now. But the whole point of it being is that these small wins throughout the day, these small habits that you can instill in yourself are going to help you later on down the line. Because small habits add up to big changes. And those big changes are going to snowball and make you more successful, more disciplined, more focused. So you need to instill these in you now so that you can become better. But when you are better, you still have those good habits so you can become even better than you are then. Now, another thing that I say that, I don't know, seems kind of controversial because some people, I don't know, you'll know what I mean when I say this, but dress well. I mean, there's so many people, I still am a university student, but you see people coming up to class in their pajamas and wearing pajama pants and a sweater, and I never really understood that. I mean, because I've always grown up with the whole saying that when you see the world sees you. And do you really want your image to be someone who doesn't really care about their image? Or do you want it to be someone who looks properly dressed and who, once you dress yourself nice, you feel better about yourself? It's just a fact. I mean, you dress well. It doesn't even have to be like, you don't have to put on a suit for your guy, you don't have to put on a dress for your girl. I'm not saying you have to get fully done, but wear something a little bit cleaner. It makes you feel better about yourself. It makes you feel more confident. You'll walk into a room feeling better about yourself. You'll approach situations differently than you would have if you're wearing something else. Because the whole point of it is that you have to believe that you can do something before you actually do it. And that goes for anything. I forgot where I learned this, but one important thing that I learned was whatever situation you're approaching, if there's someone who you're trying to be like in that situation, then try to act as they would act. So one person in the self-improvement space that a lot of people know, especially the people who have built agencies such as myself, is Iman Gaji, where if I want to approach a business situation, I won't think how I would think because I'm still new to all this. I would think, what would he do? So then you start to act like that. You start to personify them and instantly become more confident in yourself because you feel like you're acting like someone who's better in this situation than you are. And that does the same with how you dress. Because if you dress better, you'll start to feel more confident. You'll start to act more confidently. You'll start to do better in things that you normally aren't so good at. So at the end of this, if there's one thing that I need you to take out of this video, it's the fact that these small things that you can do, meditating a few minutes a day, reading a few minutes a day, dressing well, visualizing what you want to be, where you want to be in your life, going to the gym, even if it's 30 minutes, doesn't have to be. Just these small little wins that you can have will build up and they'll develop your character. They'll make you stronger. And all these things are going to give you the energy and the strength to do the hard work, especially when you don't want to. Because you know that little hard work is what's going to take you there, is what's going to drive you. It's going to take you the distance. There's another book, The 80-20 Principle, where essentially it means that 80% of your wins come from 20% of your work. So what that means is split your day up into 80% of your work is just busy work, and then 20% is the solid hard work that you have to do. So all these small wins are going to drive you and make you stronger during that 20% that you have to do. So when you don't want to do the hard work, you're going to remember that you have these good habits already instilled in you, and that's going to drive you, that's going to push you, that's going to make you do better. So remember, do the hard work, especially when you don't want to. Instill these good habits so that you can live not only a good today, but an even better tomorrow. That being said, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.